Welcome back to Tutorial Tidbits and welcome to my channel. I'm Elizabeth St. Hilaire, and this week I have an unboxing revealing of a new product that I designed for ArtFoamies. I'm so excited. We have kept the lid on this project for a little while because we were waiting for the right moment to release it, and today is the day. So if you've got a few minutes, let's go open that box. So I'm really excited to be unboxing my new designs of butterflies and bugs foam stamps from ArtFoamies. They're coming in two sizes, petite and larger, and they are so much fun. So here's the big reveal. KaePea shipped these to me just the other day, and look at all of that fun stuff. So we've got big beetles, big moths, big butterflies, more big beetles, bigger butterflies, more fun swirly butterflies, a big moth, another big moth, a big ladybug, and then the small beetle, the small butterfly, the small ladybug, the small beetle, a small swirly butterfly, a small moth, another small moth, an even smaller moth, and another small butterfly. So all of these stamps can be used in your mixed media artwork. Today, I am just going to demonstrate how they work. So when I'm stamping, I like to ink up the stamp, and I'm using the Moonlight Tint and Hue Duo ink pads. These are also from ArtFoamies. They're pretty cool because they have a white or light pad. It was white and now it's sort of yellow, and then a yellow side. Each one of them has the light and the dark, and they can be cleaned off with a damp paper towel. I just never clean them. So I just wanted to show you some of the fun ways that I like to use the stamps. First of all, KaePea showed me this a long time ago. Rather than try to line the stamp up in the ink pad, you just turn the ink pad over and dab it. And here's where the light part comes out. You could give them a half light, or you can lighten up the whole thing, or you can sort of give them a gradient effect like that, and then stamp. So he's a little bit lighter at the bottom than the top. It's probably a little bit more obvious in a darker color. But, and then the one that I've been stamping dark is the big ladybug and the small ladybug. I've been using this dark green pad. And the darker, richer colors, they'll give you 2 or 3 stamps with one inking. And I like that because they have varying intensity that way. So the first one that you stamp is going to be pretty dark. And then the second one is lighter and then lighter. So you can make some fun patterns with the 3 values of light to dark. The other one I'm having a lot of fun with is this swirly butterfly. The yellow is another, believe it or not, intense color. I'm going to press the light on the bottom. We'll see if that shows up. Yeah, you can see it's lighter at the bottom than the top, but it gives you another one. It's another one that gives you a couple of stamps from one inking. And I love the idea of making a pattern with a bold one, a medium one, and a light one. So there's so many great shapes and patterns in here. They're just, I just stamped them on a whole bunch of outgoing envelopes because I thought they would be really fun for that. They'd also be really fun for card making. And I think I'm also going to use them to adorn my name tags for my workshops. And in addition to that, I'm tempted to even use them to stamp in the background of some of my mixed media artwork pieces. So like when I build an ephemera background with all the old papers, I would like to maybe stamp some of these with just a slight sepia tone ink pad so that they're very subtle over those ephemera backgrounds, and they just show up a little bit and enough to give a whimsical sort of fun effect, maybe behind flowers or behind a bird collage in the mixed media. Look at the detail in these. I created them on the iPad, so they've got wonderful tiny detail. And I love the way that the foam stamps can actually handle and produce that kind of detail, because they're lightweight, they're easy to store, they're affordable compared to rubber stamps. They don't need to be mounted to wood or plexiglass because the thickness of them. So they're really an all-around great product. And KaePea and her family make some amazing products, and they are wonderful people. I met KaePea at Golden Paint Training in 2018, and we have been collaborating ever since. Wow, look at that one. That's wonderful. I like the dark colors. The other one I've been using dark is this ladybug. So yeah, so KaePea and I met a long time ago. We've collaborated on a number of projects. You've probably remember the peacock foam stamps and the folk art roosters. We've done a lot of projects together. So here's another fun beetle with stripes and a heart on his back. That's a fun one. Look at the detail in those little thin legs. So these are going to be tons of fun for mixed media projects, for envelopes, for name tags, for card making, maybe for place cards at your holiday table setting. You could make little bugs and give everyone a place card. How fun would that be? I think they just offer a lot of creative possibilities. There's the small one and the big one of that little moth. Each one of them is in a large format and a smaller format, depending on what you want to do with them. I mean, this would be fabulous on a card or one of these. I just love them. So I just wanted to reveal these to you, share my excitement for them with you. I hope that you will check them out and enjoy the whimsical, fun patterns of the butterflies and bugs foam stamps from ArtFoamies and My Designs paper paintings. Okay, so I just wanted to add to the video a quick way, after I showed you all the stamps, a quick way that you can use them artistically. So I have my Stabilo Woodies, which are water soluble. I also have a water soluble graphite made by Hilaire and a fine mist spray bottle. And what I like to do, and some random paper. So what I like to do is to take the foam mist and to wet the stamp, and then you can colorize it with the, to make sure it's wet over the whole surface. And then you can color with the woodies, because they're water soluble. That wet that you put on the surface is going to cause them to melt into it like butter. And what's cool about these is that you can apply color specifically in exactly where you want it. So I can do different colors on different sections of all these bugs and butterflies, which is fabulous because they have a lot of nice sections which, you know, help you decide what to color separately. You know what I mean? So like there's the two sections of the wings, and there's the inside and the outside of the wings, and there's the stripe of the body. So it gives you kind of a nice little roadmap for adding color. And you can even, you know, blend color. So I can bring this color out into the lighter one and blend a color that I don't even have in my set. So it's kind of fun to blend like that. And then you just hold the woody on its side, and the water will cause the pencil to just kind of blend and put a nice rich color on the stamp. And you have plenty of time. You can stamp it right away, or you can spritz it again with the fine mist, and then stamp, and the more water you add to it, the more of a watercolor effect you'll get when you stamp it. And then when you stamp, we get this lovely kind of watercolory effect. And you can probably get a second stamp out of this. It'll probably be a little bit lighter, or you can go back and ink with the same colors. But this washes off under the sink, which is really nice. The color is water soluble, so it just comes right off in the sink. You don't have to worry about it drying on the surface. Also, you can take a wet brush and blend this out. You should be able to. Since the woodies, yeah, there we go. Since the woodies are water soluble, you can soften the edges. Just needed a little bit more water on there. You can blend out what you've stamped, and you can soften the edges, and you can add more color, and you can change it up. So I really like the water blendable property of that. And then, you know, the possibilities are endless with these fun shapes, like I said. So let me just do this one because this one's fun too. And that fine mist just gives you a nice light coverage of water. Too much water will make them really soft and very watercolory, which is not a bad thing. You'll just have less definition and they'll be more sort of painterly. And if you allow the color from the woodies to sit on there too long and dry, and you know, like maybe a day or like a couple of hours, you may have to add a little bit more water and let it sit there for a few minutes for it to reactivate the crayons. So there's another set of fun colors. And again, I'll spritz it with that fine mister, and I'll come back in here and stamp it. And I love that you can apply the color, different colors exactly where you want it this way. So much fun. And then, so lastly, I want to show you the water-soluble graphite is pencil. It's graphite. So when it dries, you can erase it. And you can also use it to, let's see, let's use this moth. So same thing, since it's water-soluble, we'll mist the stamp. And then we'll, oh, I got a little bit extra water there. And then on its side, it's a little hard to see because it's gray, but you can feel it. So on its side, you'll just coat the stamp. And then you're essentially stamping graphite. So you can erase it, you can embellish it, you can paint over it. Look at that. Beautiful, heavy coverage. Let's see if we can get a second one. And it's all graphite, so it's a beautiful gray. Here we go. It's a beautiful gray color. And it looks just like pencil. It's just great. That is really great. I love that. And I would, you know, you could come in here and add woodies to it, you know, like that. And then when you take the brush to the woodies, you can paint them, turn them into a paint color. And remember that when you hit this water-soluble graphite, it's going to blend again as well. So, like if we do this, we can blend out the edges of that and pull some gray sort of around it. So I love that you can just sort of blend and bleed this out and add color to it. And so two different water-soluble ways you can stamp your foam stamps and create sort of fun watercolor artistic effects. I had so much fun creating these butterflies and bugs foam stamps. I designed them on my iPad in ProCreate, which is a new tool for me and a new skill. So I was real proud of myself for figuring that out. And I just love these stamps because of their versatility, and I have lots of plans for them, and I hope that you will too, and that you'll enjoy them and consider purchasing them from ArtFoamies, which is a small woman-owned family-run business by KaePea, my friend that I met in Golden Paint Training in 2018. So there's something super special about working with friends and creating products from drawings that are ideas in your head and then having them show up in your mailbox as a product. It's wild and fun, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity, and I hope that you will consider supporting them and me and having a little fun with these. So check them out at artfoamies.com. Search by artist under Elizabeth St. Hilaire.